Qur'an, chapter 107, Surah Al-Ma'un by Sayyid Qutb, translation by Muhammad Al-Amrani. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Have you seen the one who denies the religion? That is the one who drives away the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. So, woe to those who pray, those who are unconscious of their prayer, those who make a show of piety and withhold simple assistance. This surah is classified as Meccan in some narrations and as both Meccan and Medinan in others, with the first 3 verses being Meccan and the rest Medinan. The latter view is more probable, as the surah as a whole forms a coherent unit with a singular purpose, emphasizing a universal truth of this faith. This suggests that the subject matter aligns more with the themes found in Medinan Qur'an, particularly addressing hypocrisy and ostentation, issues not yet prevalent among the early Muslim community in Mecca. However, the acceptance of it being both Meccan and Medinan is plausible, considering that the last 4 verses could have been revealed in Medina and subsequently appended to the first 3 due to their thematic continuity. This brief surah, with its 7 short verses, tackles a profound truth that redefines the conventional understanding of faith and disbelief. It sheds light on the nature of this faith, revealing the immense goodness it holds for humanity and the boundless mercy God intended for mankind through this final revelation. This religion is not a mere collection of rituals and outward displays. Rituals and acts of worship are meaningless unless they stem from genuine devotion to God, leading to the transformation of the heart and resulting in righteous deeds that better the lives of people. Furthermore, this faith is not a disjointed collection of obligations. It is a comprehensive system where all acts of worship, both individual and social, work together towards a common goal: the purification of hearts, the improvement of life, and mutual cooperation and support in goodness and righteousness, all reflecting God's vast mercy upon his servants. One may declare with their tongue that they are a Muslim and believe in this religion, perhaps even performing prayer and other acts of worship. However, the true essence of faith and belief in this religion is far from them, as it requires certain signs to prove its existence and reality. Without these signs, there is neither faith nor belief, no matter what the tongue professes or what acts of worship are performed. True faith, when it settles in the heart, immediately manifests in righteous deeds, as we discussed in Surah Al-Asr. If such deeds are absent, it indicates that faith itself is absent. This is explicitly stated in this surah. Have you seen the one who denies the religion? That is the one who drives away the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. The surah begins with a rhetorical question, prompting every observer to consider, have you seen the one who denies the religion? The listener wonders who this refers to and awaits the revelation. That is the one who drives away the orphan and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. This might surprise those accustomed to a conventional definition of faith. However, this is the essence of the matter. The one who denies the religion is the one who violently pushes away the orphan, mistreating and harming them, and who does not advocate for feeding the poor. If they truly believed in the religion, and if the truth of belief had settled in their heart, they would not neglect the orphan or refrain from encouraging the feeding of the poor. True belief in the religion is not merely a verbal declaration. It is a transformation of the heart that compels one towards goodness and compassion for fellow humans who are in need of care and protection. God does not seek mere words from people. He desires deeds that substantiate those words, otherwise they are empty and worthless in his sight. These three verses clearly establish the essence of this faith and the nature of this religion. We shall not delve into legalistic debates concerning the boundaries of faith and Islam. Such discussions pertain to jurisprudence and its practical applications. Here, however, the Surah addresses the reality of faith as perceived by God, which is distinct from outward actions that form the basis of social transactions. The Surah then illustrates a practical example of this reality. So woe to those who pray, those who are unconscious of their prayer, those who make a show of piety and withhold simple assistance. This is a curse or warning of destruction upon those who pray, yet are heedless of their prayer. Who are these heedless ones? They are those who make a show of piety and withhold simple assistance. They are those who pray, but do not truly establish the prayer. They perform the physical acts and utter the supplications, but their hearts are not present. They do not live by the essence of prayer, nor do they grasp its reality. They pray only to be seen by others, not out of sincerity for God. Thus they are heedless of their prayer, even as they perform it. The requirement is to establish the prayer, not merely perform it. Establishing prayer means realizing its true essence and worshipping God sincerely. As a result, their prayer does not yield the transformative effects it should have on their hearts and actions. They withhold even the smallest acts of kindness and assistance from others. They deny others the help and support they need, even though they should be offering it as a part of their worship. If they had established the prayer sincerely for God, they would not withhold aid from his servants. This is the true measure of genuine worship acceptable to God. Thus we are brought face to face with the true nature of this faith and the essence of this religion. A Quranic verse warns even those who pray of doom because they have not truly established the prayer. They perform empty rituals without sincerity, not seeking God's pleasure. Their prayer does not impact their hearts or actions. Thus, it is in vain and indeed a sin awaiting punishment. Looking beyond these verses, we see what God desires from his servants when he sends them his messages to believe in him and worship him. He does not seek anything for himself. He is self-sufficient. Rather, he seeks their own good, desiring their welfare, the purity of their hearts, and the happiness of their lives. He wishes for them a noble existence, based on pure sentiments, mutual cooperation, noble character, love and brotherhood, with clean hearts and behavior. Why then does humanity stray from this goodness, this mercy, and this exalted, beautiful path? Why do they wander in the dark, oppressive jungles of Jahiliyyah while this light shines at the crossroads?